Hello and welcome to JLMT Auto. Today we're going to be looking at silencer / muffler back box deletes. We're going to be looking at the pre and post exhaust sound output from the back boxes with the silencer or back box. And then we're going to be looking at the science behind it. So we'll take a bit of a science experiment on the bench and I'll explain how a muffler / back box works, what it does, and ultimately what difference it makes to the car. I'm really excited to see what this V8 sounds like without the rear silencers on. But it's also worth noting, what we're going to talk about today applies to any vehicle really, but this is a 4.2 V8, so it should sound a little bit more meaty than say like your 2 litre. Let's see, let's get into it and we'll show you how this works and what it does. So here we have a really crude setup on how a silencer / muffler works. So effectively what we've got is we've got a noise source here that's moving gases. So a speaker moves backwards and forwards, which moves gases backwards and forwards. And effectively it's the flow of air from the speaker hitting other atoms that creates the sound, in my basic mind. So the idea behind this is we have a source of sound on this side and we have our decibel meter here, and we'll put the microphone down here so you can hear the noise difference as well. This is effectively a straight pipe, and then what we'll do is we'll drill a load of holes which disturbs the airflow through the container, and we'll put a blanket over the side to mimic the silencer or muffler damping, and then we don't have the tools here really to do it, but you could then add bends and multiple entry and exit points to further disrupt the flow and therefore reduce the volume. Manufacturers spend thousands developing exhaust systems to get the perfect note, and then idiots like me chop them off and put a straight pipe on or put a sports exhaust on. But ultimately it's what you like, and that's what I like. So we'll give this a go and then see if we get a difference. We'll play the same track from 0 to maybe 10 seconds in, and then we'll repeat that with the muffler or silencing added. Phone is up to full volume. You can see there we're peaking at about 83.3 decibels. So let's modify the definitely not a Pringles can and see if we can make it quieter by adding some airflow disruption and muffler material. So now we have our holes that disrupt the airflow and a cushion effectively around the outside. We'll see if this reduces the volume at all. So just by drilling a couple of holes and putting a covering on the Pringles can, we've actually reduced the sound by about 4 decibels. I think that's pretty impressive for a Pringles can and a sheet. I mean, definitely not a Pringles can. So these back box deletes are actually from a company called Zaustworx. They give you a bit of an instruction on where to cut, and effectively we take these off, we take the rubbers off the mounts, and then we put our new exhaust back on. So it should be fairly simple. The best thing about a job like this is you can so easily do it on the driveway. I'm just using a ramp because it makes it a lot easier to video and show you what we're doing, but it's just as easy on the driveway. I'm just measuring up to make sure the cut looks like it's going to be in the right place, and because I don't like following instructions, I'm going to go 3.5 inches. I've seen a few of these fitted and the tailpipes tend to stick out a little bit more than I would like, so I'm just thinking 1/2 inch will give us that little bit of movement, and then if we need to take another 1/2 inch off, that's easy enough. And if we need to be 3 inches, there's still enough meat on the join to overcome that. And by taking the 3.5 inches off rather than 4 inches off, means when we come to put these back in, we can get some sliding joints and then we can put them back in. So it's almost a replaceable mod. So that was just getting the rubber mount off the mount itself. And that's the silencer. It's also fairly weighty, so we're going to save a bit of weight putting these on. We're going to apply a bit of exhaust paste that will help lubricate and assemble the system, but also it will help seal once we've got the clamp on. And then another little trick is just to lubricate the bracket enough for it to slide into the rubber nice and easy. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it loose so that when we do the other side, we can just tweak them, bring it down, get it to eye level, and we can get the exhaust back boxes or the rear silencer delete aligned, and they just look a bit nicer. So I think they look pretty good. We're just going to tighten them up, then we can lower it down, do the first start. I can't wait to hear this thing. It should be awesome. This thing sounds absolutely epic. And what we've learned is how a muffler slash silencer works, that deleting the silencer or back box from the car means you get a lot more noise, and it actually sounds really good. And we are completely track legal, so that means we can go on any track within the UK based on the new exhaust system and the decibel output that we're reading. So yeah, so this has been really good fun. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe and like so you can see the next video. You may have heard in some of this video that the brakes were a little bit squeaky, so that'll be coming up, some performance brakes and some information about the different types of brakes you can buy. So keep an eye out for that one. Look forward to seeing you next time.
Better than last year, it's a new me, never